Hello everyone, I'm Nola and welcome back to my channel. I know I've been gone a couple of weeks. I've been dealing with a few things, and so here I am today. And today is Sunday, April the 26th, 2026. Yes, today I feel led to speak on the matter of ungratefulness, people that are ungrateful. I don't know if this message is meant for you, but here I am. And this is what I've learned. So I'm simply sharing with you from my learned experience, not from bitterness, but just from observation. And one of the things that I've learned is that you will never satisfy an ungrateful person. And as I was saying, for me, it's been one of the hardest things in life for me to learn is that some people can take and take and take from you, and still they will behave as though you gave them nothing. Now, it could be parents, it could be children, it could be siblings, it could be friends, it could be a husband, it could be a lover, it could be anyone, okay? And if you've ever dealt with an ungrateful person, then you already know what I mean, right? You can be there for people over and over again. You know, they say that there are those people that always show up, and I've been fortunate in my life to have had some people that have always shown up for me. And sadly, I lost one of them in 2020. Yes, in 2020. And so she's no longer here, but that was one of the people that constantly showed up for me in my life. And I miss her terribly. And so you can be there for people over and over again, and you can help them, and you can listen, and you can support them, and you can make sacrifices for them. Yeah, not a good one, right? You can inconvenience yourself for them. Gosh, I know I've been guilty of that. I don't know about you. You can show up for them when you're tired, when you have your own problems. You keep showing up for these people when it costs you something. And still, beloved, still, for some people, it is never enough. There's a saying that goes like this, and you probably know it. The givers will always be the givers, and the takers will always be the takers. And that is the painful thing to come to terms with. Because when you are a giving person, when you are a thoughtful person, and when you are somebody who really does try, you keep thinking, surely they see it. Surely they must know how much I've done. And surely at some point they will remember the times, all of the times you were there, or I was there. But a lot of the time, that is not what happens. And this is the thing, okay? What happens is you and I can show up 100 times, and the one time you say no, that is the one time they will remember. And then one day you are tired. The one day that you are tired. The one day that you're not available. The one time you set a boundary. The one time you do not give them exactly what they wanted or what they expected from you in exactly the way that they wanted it. Suddenly, that becomes the whole story. You are sent to hell in a handbasket, literally. Not your kindness, not your patience, not your loyalty, not your sacrifice, because they don't want to know about that. Not the many times you carried more than your share. No. They fix their eyes on the one thing missing. And for a long time, that can make you question yourself. That can make me question myself. It can make you wonder, well, should I have done more? Should you have done more? Was I too harsh? Was I selfish? Did I let somebody down? But here is what it took me a long time to understand. It took me a very, very long time. I would be lying if I told you another story. It is not that ungrateful people do not remember what you gave them. They do. They remember. Believe me, they do. They remember. But truly acknowledging it would require something of them. If they really acknowledged the things that you've given or done, or the times that you've helped or rescued them, it would truly require something of them. And it might require gratitude. It might require humility. It might even require honesty. It might require them to admit that you did more than enough and that they were still not satisfied. And some people do not want to do that. They don't want to own anything. So instead, they stay focused on what is missing. Right? Oh, my computer's still working, sorry. On what is missing. Because as long as something is missing, they never really sit with what was there. They never have to say, you know what? That person was so good to me. This person showed up for me. That person gave more than I deserved. And once you really understand that, something starts to shift in you. You stop trying so hard to prove your worth to people who have already decided not to value it. That's the crux of the matter. So stop exhausting yourself, beloved, trying to fill a bottomless pit. My late husband used to say that for some people, it will never be enough, no matter what you do. And now when I reflect on that, he was so right in so many ways. So stop bending over backwards for people who only notice what you didn't do. Stop measuring yourself by the appetite of people who are committed to being dissatisfied. And that, beloved, is a hard lesson. It's a painful one. It isn't just hard, it's painful. But it is also a freeing lesson. Because then you begin to see it was never really about you not being enough. It was about the fact that they were never going to let you be enough. Not because you failed, not because you lacked, not because you did not care, but because some people live in a permanent posture of wanting more, expecting more, taking more, without truly ever valuing what they have already been given. And that is why you have to become more careful with your energy. You have to stop pouring your best into places where it is treated like an obligation instead of a gift. Your energy belongs with people who know how to appreciate you, people who notice effort, people who remember kindness, people who do not erase 100 good things because of one boundary, people who know how to receive love, people who know how to receive care, support, and presence with some measure of grace. That is where your energy belongs, not in places where it is consumed endlessly, not in places where your giving becomes entitlement, not in places where your humanity is treated like disappointment because you finally said no more. Yep. Ungrateful people will never be satisfied, and the sooner you make peace with that, the sooner you will stop running yourself into the ground trying to satisfy them. Let them be dissatisfied, let them, and save your strength for the people who know how to value what you bring. Stop trying to be enough for people who are determined to remain unsatisfied. Your peace, your personal peace, is far too valuable for that. And that is my message for today. I don't know who of us needed it. I know I needed it myself, so hence the message. And I needed to remind myself that no matter what I do for some people, it's never going to be enough. And you find that they will abandon you. As soon as you no longer have any use for them, they will abandon you. So on that note, I must tell you, thank you so much for being here today. Thank you to my new subscribers and to my regular people, to my regular group, to my regular tribe. Thank you. And more than that, I want you to remember kindness. Kindness matters more than I can possibly tell you. Everyone is going through something that we know nothing about. So be kind, but more importantly, be kind to yourself today and every day. Make sure you hydrate yourself and you eat and you take care of yourself. Don't let other people's emergencies put you under pressure. What they fail to take care of should not be an emergency for you. Thank you for being here, and until the next time, do take care. And if you like this, would you consider liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel? Bye for now.